Nelson Mandela is one of the most prominent historical figures who embodied the struggle for freedom and equality. Mandela was born on July 18, 1918, in the village of Mvizo, South Africa, into the royal family of the Thembu tribe. Despite growing up in a poor environment, his mother instilled in him the importance of education and perseverance. Mandela began his education in local schools, then enrolled at Fort Hare University, where he became involved in political activities. After being expelled for participating in student protests, he completed his studies at the University of the Witwatersrand, where he studied law. Mandela joined the African National Congress, ANC, in the 1940s and soon became one of its prominent leaders. In the fight against the apartheid system that imposed severe discrimination against blacks in South Africa, initially, Mandela and the ANC focused on peaceful resistance, but after the Sharpeville massacre in 1960, where police killed 69 unarmed protesters, Mandela turned to armed struggle as a means to achieve change. In 1962, he was arrested for inciting strikes and planning armed actions and was sentenced to life imprisonment. Mandela spent 27 years in prison, most of them on Robben Island, where he endured harsh conditions. Instead of breaking, he used his time in prison to deepen his knowledge and strengthen his political relationships. Mandela became an international symbol of the struggle for freedom, and international pressure on the apartheid government to release him increased. In 1990, Mandela was released due to political changes and increasing international pressure. After his release from prison, Mandela led negotiations with the apartheid government to achieve a peaceful transition to democracy. In 1994, the first democratic elections in South African history were held, and Mandela was elected as the country's first black president. As president, Mandela focused on national reconciliation and healing the wounds of the past. He established the Truth and Reconciliation Commission to investigate human rights violations committed during the apartheid era and worked to achieve justice and reconciliation among the different races in South Africa. He also launched reform programs in education, health, and housing to combat poverty and promote equality. After serving one term, Mandela retired from politics in 1999, but he continued his work through his charitable foundation to fight poverty and disease and promote human rights. On December 5, 2013, Nelson Mandela passed away at the age of 95, leaving behind a lasting legacy of the struggle for freedom and justice. Nelson Mandela's story is a living testament to perseverance and resilience in the face of injustice. Despite immense difficulties, Mandela never lost hope or the drive to achieve justice and equality. His story remains an inspiration for future generations, reminding us that persistence and hard work can bring about real and lasting change in the world.